Yo, everyone, we're back. Oh my god, every single time with you. Get off the road, fuckhead. We're back with Trails Through Daybreak. Last time, we did quite a bit. Quite a bit. We ended up traveling across, well... God, I had to think back a bit. We dealt with all of our spend time events in the city. Got some time to chill with everyone. We went to a freaking national park, or... Not a national park, but you know what I mean. Out in the outskirts of Edith. We were not able to bring Anya's though, because she had something to do with her, and talk to her dear old papa. And that was interesting, extremely interesting, especially because I'm pretty sure that, her dear old papa might be the president of Calvard. Not sure how that's gonna pan out, but hey, who knows? As I said, I took care of a metric butt ton of NPCs in between last recording and this one. And we're just gonna take care of the ones that I, personally, have deemed as important.
This rain came out of nowhere. I'm glad I was prepared for it, but still. Leaving your bike out in the rain all night is a good way to rust up its chain. Of course, it's not an Orbital bike, but mine takes just as much love and care and maintenance. To be fair, if it was an Orbital bike, it would probably be like, you know... I don't know, there's electric bikes out there, but I feel like in the majority of people would just be like, I mean, but why though? I feel like we have something special in this district, so we might just take care of the NPCs that are here, get that, and then move on to other districts. Everyone's been talking about the Tharbad Film Festival. Just the kind of thing my jerk of an ex would be into. Always called movies films, the pretentious asshole. I'm almost glad he dumped me. Just thinking about it makes me so angry. I'm gonna go take a nice jog to clear my head. I don't care if it's in the middle of the night. Once this rain lets up, I'm running until my vision goes white.
Well,
I'm glad I waited. You know, that could have just been a generic character, but I think I remembered her name. Like, I was just like, if it's a character with this model and they're in this district, even if she isn't wearing her pink tracksuit or whatever, I had a feeling it was still her. I don't know why I left him to the side. But hey,
Tharbad borders with the Principality of Elsame, the Central East economic powerhouse. The Republic has maintained good relations with them for the longest time. The cultural exchanges seen in the film festival are fascinating. I'm eager to see what this year brings.
Huh. I mean, I probably left that guy aside, or maybe I just forgot to speak to him in the first place when I was going through the more generic ones. If memory serves, I want to talk in here. Yep, because they're talking about some stuff. Here you go. A cup of your favorite coffee. And how you feeling? Need a shoulder rub, back massage? Just gotta ask.
You either ain't the Juniper I know, or there's something you're after. Now spill.
Nope, I'm not after anything. At all. I just wanted you to know how much I appreciate you. Is it bad that I want to repay the kindness you've shown me?
No, but it's bad to get all up in me personal space like that. Sure.
Family, alright. Barking at each other all the time, but at least they still get along. I'll have to go on a road trip with Graham, but I can't swing it. All of my paychecks have been going straight to car parts. I could straight up declare bankruptcy on myself. Not to mention I'll never hear the end of it if my uncle gets wind of the idea. Sorry, I messed with the music settings a bit, and I think it might have gone a bit too far, so we'll dial it back a bit more to what it used to be.
Will be plenty swell if Juniper learned how to back off a little. That girl's a thorn in my side.
Well, I wish you good luck on that, good sir. Only have a few more. Let's not forget the most important one in town, though. Well, in the district, at least.
I'm not the biggest fan of rainy days. It's gloomy out, and I hate seeing everyone with a frown on their face. I do hope you and Elaine are getting on okay, Van, darling. What happened in Lawnport was quite heavy.
Elaine's a regular here, yeah?
Sure is. Perfect place for you to take her on a date, if you ask me. Unless you're avoiding her, that is.
God, Bermati is so real for that.
Speaking of frowns, that's a face unsuited for them. Why don't you try and cheer her up sometime? She always looks so lonely. I'd love to, but it really ain't up to me. She'd probably just nag my ears off. And, well... That's alright, darling. I'll stay out of your private business. Sorry, didn't mean to bring up such a touchy subject. Nah, it's fine. I'm not really avoiding her either. We've been running into each other a lot lately. Not like that's gone well at all, but yeah. You two still have a long ways to go.
God, I love them so much. I love the ship. I love the ship. Please give me the more crumbs. Every single one of them. I just go.
I maintain a good relationship with the guild, so braces pop in from time to time. I've had Zen and Elaine over, and even Killica's come over with one of her subordinates from the CID. The rest of my regular clientele is largely made up of black market merchants, gangsters, and other information brokers. Probably not a boring day in sight, eh? Makes about sense.
A night to remember. Come back and play soon.
Aye, aye. Actually, it might be related to what we're about to do, but I want to check it out here. I've already talked to the guy at the shop. However, they are finally performing.
What the hell's this? Had shitty luck picking up chicks lately, so right now I'm just chilling. And hey, look at me. Got just in time to see them dancing. I'd heard of idols before. Cheap as hell in the looks department, but they're real cute. Really makes you want to cheer for the underdog.
So true. You go, girls. I do like that they made a unique track for this. They could have played something more generic, but no, they went all out. They gave those NPCs their story and they ran with it. That's everything in this district, so what the hell's going on here? A child. What's a kid doing out this time? She ain't even got an umbrella on her. What, is she looking for a rose?
Well, can't just ignore her. I'll see what's up. Hey, kiddo, what you doing out this late without an umbrella? Promise you that you ain't missing much by sticking around this boring spot.
Mister, my sister and I were playing with each other's hair ties. But I dropped my sister's ties in the river and I just can't find them.
Gotcha. Lost something important then. But I don't think you're gonna find much at all when it's this dark out. Take it on the chin for now and come back when it's daytime. Maybe when it's not raining so hard. You'll catch a cold if you stick around.
No, I have to find them right now. I've been searching for them for so long, I've gotta find them soon.
Good grief. You're a stubborn one. Yada yada does it.
It actually works.
Reminds me of someone I know. I could just take her back home myself if I wanted to. I'm not too sure I can persuade her to leave. Might be easier to help her find the darn things.
Law and Gray, yet again. I mean, do I just fully commit to Gray? I mean, I've kind of been on a track record for that. Depends. Maybe if I full commit, I don't know if I'd actually reach max rank with Law at that point.
Okay, fine. Guess I got stuck with you since I made the mistake of asking what was up. I'll help you find those hair ties or whatever.
Really? You're not kidding, mister?
Yeah, but I don't work for free. And I don't take money from kids either, so I'm gonna cut you a deal instead.
A deal?
If we can't find them, you accept it, give up on them for now, and come back another day. If you don't agree to that, then no dice.
Okay, I promise. Please help me look for them.
Alright, a deal's a deal. Let's hop to it. Where'd you drop the hair ties?
Not here. The day I lost them, the river was so full of water and they got washed away. Dude, this way, follow me.
Whoa, wait up!
That's weird, the river hasn't flooded recently. But I guess I'm following her anyway. So, why are we down here? Whatever, just don't run off on your own while we're down here, okay?
Sure. The hair tie should probably be in the back. Come on, let's get looking.
Yeah. She dropped those hair ties here of all places? I ain't buying it, but she's a kid. Sweet one at that. Doesn't look like she's trying to play me or anything. Don't know what her goal is, but the only way to find out is to stick with her, I guess. There'll be monsters down in the sewers with her in tow.
With her in tow, I better not pick any fights.
Okay, time to get to work.
But I guess I just... Or, wait, no? Oh, okay, we don't have to travel far, that's fine. Why do I feel like I'm gonna get deducted points if I get into a fight at all, and I should just avoid them at all costs? Nope, 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 no, nope. Okay. Listen, I'm trying my best out here, Mayor. Alright. There we go. That was easy enough. For now. Don't want to speak too soon there, do I?
Okay, let's cross the bridge. Yay, this is fun. We're going on an adventure. Ready for adventure.
Hey, there's monsters over there. Get back here.
I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
What the hell?
Is she like a monster, like a mimic? Something mimicking a human?
Shit.
Try this on for size. Only that much? Bro, what the fuck? Hey, yo, leave my man alone.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
I mean, I'll gladly do that, but at the same time, what the hell, man? Alright, fuck you. Seriously, what the hell?
Here goes.
Why did that do so?
My move.
Like, bro, you're from like 2 chapters ago. Die already. Why was that thing so hard to take down?
Wow, mister, you're so strong.
Told you not to run off on your own. There's monsters in here. Stick close to me, okay?
Sure.
Take your word for it, then. What the hell's going on? All of the monsters we came across along the way have been acting the same. Are they being weird, or is she the oddball? Man, I hope I'm not just overthinking it.
It's definitely odd that they don't even give a crap about her. Do whatever you want, it ain't gonna matter. Nope, nope, nope. I should probably... Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Decore. Keep them topped off, you never know what'll go wrong.
Oh, they're not here. Let's keep going.
Pretty far in now. Good time as ever to ask a few questions. Are you sure we're going the right way? You're pretty chill even with all the monsters around. Have you been here before?
I don't know. I'm not sure where we are, but I'm just letting my feet guide me. Maybe they're really far in. There was a lot of water last time.
A lot of water, huh? Now that's pretty interesting. Because we haven't had a downpour bad enough to flood the river in months. So let's get down to brass tacks. You're taking me to the end of the tunnel. Why?
Know what I'm talking about. I know I'm right. The river was so full of water and it washed the hair ties away. They got carried all the way to the end, but there was a really scary thing in the way and I couldn't get them back.
Scary thing? And it's at the end of the tunnel.
No, there's no scary thing. Nothing to be scared about.
Okay, well, whatever. Feel like if I start poking holes into your store, I'm just gonna be here till dawn. Let's just get it over with. Come on, show me the scary thing. Scary thing away!
I hope we're not legitimately going all the way to the end here, because we're certainly getting close. Actually, we're not really getting... Actually, we are not close. Never mind. I said nothing. Whoop. Yoofta. Oh, that must be it.
Yeah, I can see how that would be scary for a kid. You can get them back once I get rid of it, yeah?
Yeah, I'm sorry, mister. Please don't get hurt.
1v1 me, bro. Alright. This is level 29. That's kind of wild. And do da do da do da do da do da 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 da. Da-na-na-na, da-bra-na-na-na-na. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Here goes.
I can't hide
Few
it.
specifics.
Full boost. Go all out.
Wow. Interesting. Seems like it's way better against this, for some reason. I don't really know the specifics, but hey. Yeah, this thing is... Yeah, this thing is not taking much damage, to say the least.
Pay for that.
Use full boost. Go all out.
I'm gonna have to skip ahead on this. This is gonna take a bit. There we go. That wasn't so hard, now was it? Did take me a bit, though. Oh, shit. Strength plus 10 to everyone. Wow. There we go.
Alright, that should do it.
Hair tie should be right here.
Huh. I half figured you were lying about the hair ties.
That's mean. I told you I wasn't lying.
Maybe, but you weren't entirely honest either. Man, they look pretty clean still. They handmade? Because they look like they had a lot of effort put into them.
Yeah, I know. My little sister put her whole heart into it.
So, you gonna tell me why your sister's hair ties were down here?
Okay, we had a big family trip that day. My sister and I swapped our handmade hair ties with each other for fun. But it was really, really rainy and I lost them. It's my fault that Laura's been so sad this whole time. I wanted to give them back to her no matter what.
I could tell. You did look genuinely worried about your sister from the start. But there's still someone you haven't told me, yeah?
Yeah, you're right. I'm really sorry, mister. Please take this. I'm counting on you.
Oh man, she drags me all the way down here and then still dumps more work on my lap. Well, I guess it'll be worth the effort if it means she'll pass on peacefully to Adios' side. I guess I'll head back to the surface for now. Jeez. Ah, fresh air at last. And of course it's still raining. Hold on, is she? Hey, you!
Who are you, mister?
Damn it, she doesn't look exactly like the other girl. It's like they ran out of models. A little younger, maybe. Sorry, got the wrong person.
Wait a second. What are you holding there?
Ah, I picked them up a bit ago. Figured I might as well try and find their owner, so I was gonna start looking.
Oh, they look just like them. Sorry, but could you tell me more about where you found those?
Yeah, sure.
Yabba yabba yabba. Sorry for the inconvenience. I still haven't introduced myself. My name is Laura, and this is my daughter.
Hi.
I'm Van from Arkride Solutions. Wait, you said your name is Laura? Huh. Do you recognize these?
I do. That's what I wanted to talk about. My twin sister Lila lost them 20 years ago. Today's the 20th anniversary of her death. This is where the accident happened. I came by to pay my respects and will be surprised when I see you turn up with those in hand.
That is definitely a surprise, yeah.
Jeez, we're just casually helping a freaking ghost pass on. That's insane.
So me running into that kid tonight wasn't a coincidence. What kind of accident was it? You don't have to answer that if you don't want to.
Well, I don't think this encounter is a mere coincidence, so I'm okay sharing. It was 20 years ago on a dark and cloudy night, just like today. My whole family had come to the capital for a trip, only to have the capital suddenly be struck by tremendous downpours. The river here didn't take long to be swollen with water.
And that's the flooding the kid was talking about.
Our family was rushing to evacuate, of course. But while we were doing that, my sister came back here because she dropped my hair ties. I chased after her that day, but the river swallowed us both. I survived by some miracle, but she wasn't so lucky. The last memento of hers that we could never find were those hair ties you have in your hand.
I see. Thanks for sharing with me. I'll give these back to the rightful owner, then.
Thank you so much. I can't believe I just happened to meet the person that would find them 20 years later. This must be a miracle from the goddess herself.
Hey, can I see them? They're a little dirty, but they're really pretty.
Right? This is a precious treasure that belonged to my sister and I. They are a little dirty, but that should clean off. Once they're clean, I'll let you wear them.
Really? Really? Yay! You're so cute. Did it look good on me?
They definitely suit you.
You okay?
I apologize. Thank you for being considerate. I never stopped feeling guilty about that day. If I hadn't been so mad at her for losing the ties, she might still be alive today. Wherever she is now, she must hate me.
Probably doesn't mean much coming from me. But I don't think your sister would hate you or hold a grudge. In fact, I'm sure that she'd be more worried about getting them back to you so you wouldn't be sad.
That does sound like her, all right. If she were here, I can imagine her trying to cheer me up. She was always so full of life, so kind. That's the sister I remember.
Mommy, are you okay?
I'm sorry, dear. I'm fine now. Van, right? I can't thank you enough. This doesn't feel like nearly enough, but please take it as a token of my gratitude.
I wasn't looking for payment or anything, but if you insist, I'll take it.
I do. I hope it'll be useful to you. Sorry for keeping you. We'll be heading off now. Once again, thank you so much.
Thanks for the pretty hair ties.
Have a good one.
That takes care of that.
That was a sweet side quest. Almost to level 3 on Gray. Not quite, but we're almost there. Alright. Let's do some backtracking first and check out what we have in Old Town. I forget how good the load times can be sometimes. Yeah, I really cleaned out Old Town. I mean, I paid close attention for particularly insane dialogue to keep an eye on, but overall it was just kind of, you know, a lot of just real nice fluff. I did, however, leave the most important characters.
This feels relaxing.
Never can be too careful. This place isn't like it used to be. Heard Messeldom's getting pretty sketchy too. Something about terrorists. Been hearing stuff about keeping the outsiders out and crap. Used to hear that a lot when I was younger too. Don't get today's youngsters falling for that BS, got it? I know, but you keep worrying about them so much and all your hair's gonna fall out. Watch it, kid. Just be smart out there, you hear me? Slippery Slope. Hate Crimes, Demon Cults, Terrorists. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Yume's been helping us out, so I'd like to do my fair share while I have the time. Oh right, Van, if you'd be so kind, your rent from last month is due.
Shit, I forgot. Oh, right, sorry. I'll get you that cash before we head out.
Thank you. I know it must be hectic up there in your office. Wages, taxes, utilities. You do have a lot on your plate.
Ain't that the truth? You know, I really could use a secretary.
A secretary, you say, huh?
Alrighty.
Well, I feel like you're probably gonna end up getting that sooner rather than later. Though I guess that does put a hole in my plan, doesn't it? My plan was that Van would have someone, he wasn't actually flying solo, truly, and he had already had someone. And I thought it was gonna be that blue-haired girl, but I guess not. Well, that's a plan that's fallen through.
Alrighty.
Though I guess that does at least say that, yeah, that girl's probably gonna end up being his secretary.
I know Agnes has been helping you with the mail. If there's anything else you could use a hand with, do let me know. I'm sure it could be of use.
I owe you for that, thanks. That's kind of the problem, though. I owe her a lot of things already. Alright. She is stanced up.
Hey, come on! Stop drinking so much, you smell! You have to walk home, right? Drink too much and you'll get all clumsy.
I don't have anyone to come on, dude. Nobody cares about me.
What do you mean? You gotta turn that frown upside down or the happy thoughts won't come back.
My wife hates me.
And onwards to... We never went to Satan.
Off now.
Well,
We haven't gone to Satan yet. Right. I also cleared the absolute hell out of this place. So, we only have a singular person to talk to. Take a wild guess at who it could be. You'll probably be right if you know my opinions on the NPCs so far. And what characters could be here. Ah, it's the boy!
Well, I'm beat. Spent the whole day playing third wheel on that couple's date. Had a meal at a real nice place. Do some door around at the shops, watch a cool sunset, the whole nine-age. Just glad we got him back to the hotel before the weather turned. I think I've earned myself a break after all that. Might spring for a kebab at the stand next over there. That stuff smells divine.
I love this guy so much. Alright, that's all I wanted to save. It's just that one freaking guy. I love that. Can't get enough of that dude. Alright, I have not gone to Tyrell yet.
Taking off now.
Haven't gone to Tyrell yet. I think, yeah, this is the one that I actually kind of left a few for. This one I actually left a decent amount, because, I mean, hey, at Station Square, there's quite a bit. Oh, it's late already. Mina, stop wandering around, waiting for the bus like a big girl. No! I want! Mina, don't yell, please. Maybe I should just call a taxi. You're a little brat.
Rain goes plip-plop, it's so much to splash. It makes everything look so shiny.
Weirdo. Meanwhile, the best character, actually, not the best character, but one of my favorites.
I had a company information session today, but ended up being late. Not very useful for picking where to go if I don't hear anything about the place. I also am forgetting my umbrella. If I don't hurry home, I'll catch a cold. Where's my bus, dude?
A dude in his bus, I swear. I also have not... I waited on the Bracer Guild, too, because it's all... What? Basically, anyone at the Bracer Guild is awesome.
The Republic is massive. If you're talking just size, it's definitely the biggest on the continent. And it's not just wide in its territory. We've also got a melting pot of cultures and ethnicities in here. A little bit from everywhere we border. It's our job to keep the balance in the continent. That, of course, includes dealing with the East's desertification. Now then, this looks like a good schedule for next week. A little on the safe side, but it'll work. Zin's out right now. Had some urgent business to attend to. I'm sure he'll be back before we know it, though.
I'm guessing he's chilling with Kilika or something like that, since they mentioned that earlier.
He's been awfully busy nowadays. What with being the face of the guild and all, I was the one that pushed him to do it. But I feel I may have been put too much pressure on him in the process. Oh well, he's built of sturdier stuff. I'm sure he'll manage. Elaine's much the same. I understand why she would shy away from the limelight, but we need all our best talent doing their best effort.
Maybe you should, like, work on getting more people to higher ranks. You know, put in some major training or something.
Is that right?
Anyway, I'm glad everything went off without a hitch. I forget my voice for Elvis. I wasn't expecting monsters to show up, though. Make sure to record everything in your notebook before reporting back to me.
Understood. It also gives me the chance to let today just really sink in. Life's never gonna go as expected, so things coming out of nowhere now will only help me to prepare me for later. That's the spirit. Alvis trains every day after work. He's very diligent. And he's the one training me all the time, too. I should follow his example. I need to keep training so I can get stronger.
I was the one assigned to oversee Gray's training. He's improved a lot since I last saw him. Makes me feel proud. He's still got a ways to go, but he'll hopefully keep up.
Alright, and now let's see what the main plot wants us to do. Obviously, we're gonna meet someone important here if we have, like, a special thing. Who knows? Probably somewhere up here, if I had to guess. I could look. Oh, shit. Okay. Man walks up the stairs, sees Elaine, and instantly just goes into, like, oh, fuck. You stay right there. It's very rude to try and slink off the second you see someone, you know.
Was just being mindful. Didn't want to bother you two.
Your timing's actually perfect. I was just telling her about how I ran into you guys earlier today. We can get through the story faster with you here.
That's not... Fine, I guess I can chat you guys up for a sec.
Bet says that he's gonna end up sitting by Fee instead of Elaine. How did I fucking know? Ah! Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. I love haters to lovers. Please. Oh, this trope is so good. Oh, I love it. Ooh, I love it. I'm loving it. I fucking love this game, man. I love Trails so much. It's been so long. It's been so long since I've gotten to play one of these games. It's been so long since I've gotten to see a freaking ship happen in progress. And I forgot how good they could do romance. It's been so long. I haven't had it since like Estelle and Joshua. Okay. Chill yourself. You're fine. You will be fine. Become normal. Zen. Trust you to sit next to Fee instead of me. Is she more your type?
It's cause she's the one who invited me over. Don't look too hard into things.
Yeah, sure, Van. Sure. You know, normally... You know what? Normally, someone wouldn't say that. That is not a thing that someone says, alright? If you say, like, the more natural thing to say was like, yeah, it was the closer seat from where I had to walk or something like that. Like, you just go like, I'm lazy. Just go, I'm lazy and I didn't want to walk 3 more steps. Just go that route. That makes more sense than what you said, you freaking nerd. You're not covering shit. You fucking dweeb. Who do you think you are? I'm just kidding. Though you'll forgive me for being suspicious when you seemingly only employ young women. Oh! Get fucking wrecked! Bro got owned. He's getting called a pedo. He also is Aaron, but you know.
I didn't hire any of them willingly. I told you that already. You know I'd rather much work alone if I can help it.
I know. Easier for your shady work to happen when there's no witnesses at all, right?
There's nothing shady about my work. I got standards and I ain't about to forgo them.
And why are you always trying to avoid me? Fucking... What is this game? What is it doing to me? This is for me. What is it? What is this game? Dude, fucking Fee. She's just sitting here listening to their fucking lovers quarrel. And she's trapped. She's on the inside. Like, what's she gonna do? Like, stand up and, like, walk over? Like, walk over Van? Or, like, I don't know, maybe she just, like, puts her arm on, like, to her left and just, like, springs over and just bolts out the front door?
Now that's a whole different issue.
Yeah, take a sip, girl. Just...
Third wheeling's no fun.
That wasn't... sorry, I didn't want you to see me like that. I fucking found Fee. They just acknowledge that Fee is just sitting here dealing with this shit. Oh my god, I love Trails! I'm quickly being reminded why... I mean... I always have hard times ranking my favorite series and whatnot. But it's... Oh, I love Trails to bits. To bits. And you know, I really like Cold Steel too, but I feel like this game has like spoken to me on such a high level, dude. Like for real. All the dialogue, all the characters, scenes like this just dig me in all the right places. It's incredible. Like, how do I exist? How do I exist in this world when it's got dialogue and characters like this and dynamics and conversations and relationships? If I... I'm sorry, I'm very extremely normal. Have I said that I'm normal? Because I'm very normal. extremely normal. Like I crawled out of like the dictionary of with like personified as the word normal. I'm sorry, I'm going way too fucking insane. I'm actually losing it. I'm freaking crashing out over this relationship. I need help. And this isn't even the worst I'm gonna get. I already know that I'm gonna have something in this game that I'm gonna be way worse about than even this. So how's that gonna play out? I don't fucking know. But I'm rocked. I'm ruined. This game is going to ruin me. And like, you know, when I was saying my favorite series and whatnot, like the reason I hesitate is because I love Bravely Default. Like that is like my creme de la creme, my top one fiction, Zenith. That and Bravely Second. Like those two games are like the best duology in all of time. But this series is also like, I feel like as a series, I have to put this higher because there's so much more of it. And even if there's certain parts that I like better about Bravely, there's just so much good stuff in Trails that it's impossible for me not to put it, to not like, I don't know, my brain's freaking split in two, man. I'm in freaking Nirvana Initiative, half-body serial killings, my body's split in half. Two opinions, spread them across the frickin' cosmos, space dust, put them in multiple galaxies, multiple universes, bro. I don't even know. I'm sorry. You know, I'm probably like, imagine me sitting next to Elaine in this scene and just, that would just make it like 5 times more awkward than it already is. They're just listening to me yap right now. It is not a fun experience. Also, you know, we've got 3 extremely attractive individuals in the same area here. Fee looks extremely cute. Elaine is very beautiful, and then Van is his handsome, busty self. Okay, I'll fucking continue the dialogue, okay? Ugh. Oh, I could listen to this all night. Not everyone gets to see the beauty's blade like this. We're done now! We're done now! I did give that one 2 takes. It was important enough. Zen wasn't kidding about the 2 of you getting along. I'm not sure that's how I'd put it. We've just known each other for a long time. That's all there is to it. Yes, that's right. I won't pry, but you 2 avoiding it so much only makes me more curious. Guess I'll figure out the rest of my own. Dude, I love the... You know, Fee's always been like an instigator when it comes to like romance and stuff. Usually to not the best. She's been good about it on like 1 or 2 occasions, but the thing is, Cold Steel had a lot of very iffy ships and like stuff that like, please do not encourage this. I feel like, you know, she's a real good she's a real like good character at teasing people, and usually that's to very great effect in general. But when it comes to romance, she's had a bad batting average on the stuff that she actually teases, because like, when you tease stuff like frickin' Tita and Agate, or like Eustace and Milliam and stuff like that, things like that are just like, no, please don't, please don't, please don't, no, 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 no. But when she actually does ones like this, it's extremely entertaining. Because, you know, this is just like an actual nice ship that's going on. Like, a very nice one. One that I am very much obsessed with. Thanks for giving me something else to enjoy while I'm in Calvard. The guild needs to stop looking towards smartasses for help, I swear. What, are you including yourself in that? Because of how Zen keeps throwing work onto you? First it's Kitty, and now you. You know her too? I take it the guild's had an eye on her for a while now? Of course, especially considering who her current family is. Yeah, that makes very much sense. But she's only here in Calvard as a student right now. We have no intention of interfering in her affairs. Yeah, I'm taking that one with a big grain of salt. Especially when Zen's involved. Still don't know why you're pawning jobs off on me when y'all have so many resources on hand already. You can never have too many. We'll still be short in the long term. I hate to agree, but she's right. Man.
Well, thanks for the invite. I'll get out of your hair now. We literally just sat down 99% just to frickin' talk about their relationship status. I am in shambles! Sure thing. I learned a lot talking with you. We'll have to sit down again together. Sorry. Sure thing. I learned a lot from talking with you. We'll have to sit down again together sometime. No promises. Would you rather I not third wheel next time and leave you two alone? Not what I meant. Fee, you're a bestie. You know, you get it. You just get it. Fee. I'll stop teasing her before she gets angrier. Please do it, like, make this a thing that you do more. In relation to these two in particular, like, you need to be a matchmaker straight out of hell. Bye, Van. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon. Wouldn't surprise me if we did. And right back to it we go. I've known Elaine for a while now, but you can always learn... Ugh. You can always learn something new. It's fine. I'm not gonna tease you about it. I'll be staying in the Republic for a while now that I'm here. So, catch you around. You need to be more on guard, you know. Adios, you are always so careless. Are all men like this or just you? I don't care if this is just how you do things, but you need to be careful. Better make myself scarce. Not in the mood for a lecture today. No, please get a lecture. Potentially in bed. Okay, yeah, I guess that's all we had to do here. Wait, huh? The hell, who the hell are you? Easy going. Dude, I wish that this dude would just commented on that entire conversation we had. Like, this dude just like, what the fuck did I just listen to? What is my life? Oh, it's you! If I want to take paid leave, I'm probably gonna have to finish up everything before I leave. I might need to do some overtime. Wait, wouldn't it be redundant if I just overwork myself so I can relax? Maybe I'm just overthinking it. I love Calvert NPCs. They're so good. There's so many of them. I love them all. Oh boy. You know what? I'm gonna pause the recording for a sec. I need to get a drink after all that yapping I did. Alright, we're here. We're here. I can't play this game anymore. It's ruining me.
Thank you for your visit today.
This is what, oh man. I took a day, you know, I've been like going on and off with these recordings. Like, no, recently, the past like 2 or 3 episodes, I've had like episode, no episode, episode, no episode. And I mean, I do think that it's kind of helped my commentary a bit when I'm not doing as often, because then I kind of get to, because then I freak out more often. And, you know, like, you know, distance makes the heart grow fonder and whatnot. But I don't know. I mean, it's not going to be, I'm still going to do this like daily as much as I can, but there's some times where I just kind of need a break sometimes. But man, if I come back with a vengeance sometimes like this. This side of heaven does a fair job depicting the challenges that physicians face. Unfortunately, I don't love its context usage of music. It reeks of trend chasing. Back when movies were new, intimate scenes between characters would have no music. They'd only have a few ambient noise sounds at most. The movies these days will blast mediocre music in those moments. Those damned record companies are ruining cinema. This dude is very critical and has a lot to say, and not necessarily a bad thing a lot of the time. Dude's just kind of spitting at times. Only really enjoyed this level of notoriety for a little over 10 years. Them grace the covers of entertainment magazines that look so in their element. Those who have poured their hearts and souls into the industry are really being rewarded for all their efforts. You know, it is kind of interesting that this is like the first game. Like, Calvard's climate in a bunch of ways is so much more different than everything else. And it's really interesting how we have like a... What am I trying to say? How, like, in previous arcs, the idea of just regular old people and like being like celebrities and stuff, like actors,
directors, all these things in like the entertainment industry. These were not a thing in the previous arcs. We didn't deal with that type of stuff. The most you get is like some musicians every once in a while. And like politicians. We didn't really get into like the entertainment industry before. Wondering about our late night showings. I'm sorry to say that we don't have any new additions for this week. Alright, let me save. I think we're mostly doing fine here, but might as well keep a schmoove on.
Hello. Why not buy a souvenir?
What's playing right now? The Side of Heaven. Leaving soon. I mean, hey. Let's grab a seat. Is this the one I already watched? I said it's leaving soon. So maybe it's like a one-time. Doctor in training, works at a hospital. Occurs on the Autobahn that connects Anchorville to Edith. Okay, yeah, okay, Anchorville is like the place I'm thinking of. Strapped for resources, the hospital staff makes the hard decision to assign priorities to certain patients. Ideas revolting, the very notion of prioritizing one life over another makes him sick to his stomach. Boiling point, culminating in a head-to-head confrontation with his supervisor, Dr. Brown.
What the hell is this? Why was that girl they just brought in pushed to the back of the list? With the flick of a pen, you decided her fate. Do you get a kick out of holding people's lives in the palm of your hand?
I think I recognize this background,
Pull
but this
yourself
dialogue
together.
isn't the same.
You aren't a bright-eyed student anymore. The probability of us saving that girl is slim to none. Triage exists so we can save as many lives as possible. Open your eyes to reality.
Screw reality!
So real?
At least give me an emergency medical tent I can use. I'll save that girl. Even if I have to do it myself.
He's so cool. Yappa, 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 yappa. Just who I wanted to find here. Good to see you, Spriggan. Which one? Oh, it's Daswani. You're not gonna lecture me here too, are you, Inspector? I just came to take in a movie all by myself, that's it. Not here to cause any trouble. I didn't say I thought you were. Besides, I'd rather not spend this precious downtime I've got giving anyone grief if I can at all help it. Well, that's good to hear. Not gonna catch me complaining. From the looks of things, it seems like you had to scramble to catch the last showing tonight. Pretty much. I was running around dealing with so many cases and accidents tonight that before I knew it, it was almost closing time here. You must really like your movies to go to that much trouble to make it here anyway. I suppose. I'd also been really wanting to watch this movie in general as a medical drama. It gave me a lot to think about as a parent. It made me wonder what I should do if my daughter ever wound up like that little girl does that the intern takes in. Huh. Didn't realize he had it in you to be so sentimental. And what's that supposed to mean? Conversation in the theater continued for a brief period. Two sides parted ways in the lobby. But the rest of his evening, looks like they're selling commemorative brochures. Hell yeah. Some points for Daswani. He's a cool guy. We haven't talked to him much, but...
Your visit today.
Oh, Dingo!
Hello, it's me, Dingo.
Gonna watch a movie? I'll tag along if you want. Not that I'm the first choice for company for a lady killer like you. Oh, hey Van. I just found myself passing by while still thinking about some things. This film festival coming up in Tharbad is shaping up to be a messy one. You're telling me, as if there wasn't enough attention on it after Messeldums got canned. We've got those threatening notes to deal with. You just had to give us a tough job, didn't you? So what if it is? I knew you could handle it, so that's why I referred you. Shouldn't all be so bad out there. I promise to hook you guys up with some decent 4SPGs for your troubles while you're there. Thanks, I'd appreciate it. I'm just impressed you know such a famous actress. I guess that comes with being such a hot-shot reporter, but still. How'd you two even meet? Nina and I happen to share a minor connection, that's all. I wouldn't say we're all that friendly or anything along those lines. She is quite an impressive person, though. I'll grant you that. Hell yeah, she is. Already on top of the movie world at her age.
With those looks and the acting chops to back him up, she more than belongs.
I'm not talking about any of that. I'm more talking about her personality. She's an incredibly tenacious young woman with an equally strong will. More than people give her credit for. I'm sure you've noticed too, right?
Yeah, I guess you could say I have. I'm sure a lot of that has to do with her whole background and how.
There you are, Dingo. I've been looking all over for you.
Who else would it be?
Hey, Mariel. What is it this time?
Man, she really can't get enough of you, can she?
You're that Spriggan. What are you doing hanging out with Dingo again? Wait, are you two like a thing?
Does it look like it? Some reporter you are.
What's that supposed to mean? I just don't think you're a good enough man for Dingo, that's all.
You tell him.
As for you, mister, fess up. What have you been pursuing all this time, huh? What could possibly be so big that it has so much of your attention?
I told you before, it doesn't concern you. Besides, why should I feel obligated to tell someone from a competitor what I'm working on?
You sure didn't seem to be having any trouble talking to him before I showed up. Why can you tell him but not me? That's not fair. That's not fair at all.
Oh, for the love of Adios, keep me out of this.
Wait a minute, if you're here in the theater, could it have something to do with the movie festival?
Say, Dingo, did you mention there was a movie you wanted to see? Wish I could take you up on your invitation, but someone came up, so I gotta bail. Real sorry, man. I know it's not exactly the funnest thing watching a movie by yourself, but I bet it'd still be good without me.
Oh, you're here to see something? I'll join you. I'm completely free right now, so I'd be more than happy to spend some time with you, Dingo.
This fucker. I don't know. Oh my god. Marielle's just freaking chasing this guy. Like, she wants him. Like, goddamn, she's aggressive. Yeah, I had nothing else to do, so I chased you down. By the way, we can watch a movie. Like, I might.
Damn it, Van. Why the hell did you have to do all that for?
Oh, quit whining. She's a sweetheart when you get down to it. Be a good mentor and show her a nice time. Have fun, you two. I'll see you both later. He is such a freaking Van. You know, Van, you might be. You and Elaine might have some issues to work out, but you're a pretty good matchmaker yourself when it comes to anyone besides yourself. 3 movies watched. Tear bombs.
I've been so busy I haven't been able to stay on top of what's been playing at the theater. So, Dingo, which movie have you got your eye on? And what's your favorite genre? Tell me!
I didn't come here to be interviewed, you know. But I might as well check something out while I'm here. I think there's some sort of documentary-ish thing they're showing. Maybe I'll watch that.
If you have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
I love this game. I love it when they have ships. When they got them front and center, not even hiding them. Exit the movie theater? Sure. Back to Old Town. I think we talked to everyone. Nothing else for it. Yeah, I guess we're just going back up. We're just going back up. Time to chill. Let me save just in case. I doubt there's anything I missed, but you never know. And time to move on with the plot, I guess. Should I call it a night? Tomorrow's gonna be another busy day, so I should probably turn in soon. Hell yeah. Let's get a move on. I'm excited to have our drive. Oh? Wait, what's this? Would you care to join me for a tea party in Riverside? Oh. Man, I always got people running around at her beck and call. Still, who am I to say no to an invitation? Out we go. Why'd the camera panned for a second? I was wondering. Oh, back to this music. And we're talking to her. Finally, a formal introduction, eh?
Finally let up. The weather tomorrow should be lovely.
Yeah. The forecast clear skies all day for the southeast. But should you even be out this late? You just told your friend to hurry back.
Why, I'm out on patrol, silly. I have to make sure students are behaving themselves. New and old alike.
Sure. Yeah, whatever you say. It has been a while, huh, kitty? Would you rather I called you Ren Bright these days?
Call me whatever you like. Though I am pretty used to my new name now.
Nice to finally show your face.
It's really good to see you too, Spriggan. I came over as an exchange student this past spring, but had I known how much you miss me, I would have paid you a visit a lot sooner.
Nah, no need to go out of your way just because you're a former client.
Ah, that explains it.
Hell, I wasn't even a pro when I helped you. Didn't have my current office or anything. And I mean, we have kind of crossed paths since. Like if that case with the pampered politician's son.
I had a feeling you might be involved with that based on what that reporter was telling me about it. I didn't
I
think
do
you'd
not know
end
what
up
they were
student
calling.
council president as a result of it all, but it's been a lot more fun than I was expecting.
Oh, it's that. Kind of cross paths and... Okay, yeah. Case of the pampered politician's son. Alright. That makes sense.
Glad to hear it. Man, 5 years since we first met through that introduction letter from the Maester, huh? Where does time go?
Indeed. You really helped shake off the professor's attempts to follow me. Not to mention helping the Maester with his relocation after all that chaos in Crossbell.
I mean, I was in his debt to begin with. Ended up dumping a couple of kids with a bit of history on them, too. Wasn't really expecting anything in return, so I was pretty surprised when that gift showed up.
Oh, the turbocharger. I'm glad you're enjoying it. My best friend and I were actually involved in designing it, you know.
Hold on, really? I could tell it was pretty high-tech and all, but I didn't realize you were behind that.
Well, I heard that you were a sobbing mess after Walter turned your old truck inside out. So I thought maybe you could use a little pick-me-up, you know, for old time's sake.
Sheesh, that figures. Still, I'm guessing the society must be feeling the pressure at this point. They've had a lot of dropouts the past few years, you included. Just as long as they don't come looking for my help. You I can handle, but those other wackos, no thanks.
But you have such a natural talent for attracting them. They do say birds of a feather flock together, though. I'm afraid you're likely to meet more of them as time goes on. I do wonder how many enforcers and Anguis will end up adding this arc. So far, we haven't had a single one, and that's kind of surprising, honestly. Like, come on, we can't go... We still got a lot of enforcers to go. We've got a lot of enforcers still to add. We have Almada instead of the Society, which is interesting. Who knows, maybe they'll reveal that one of them was already a part of Ouroboros all along as like a haha, you thought.
I'm just a normal upstanding citizen. What'd I do to deserve this?
Protest all you like, but you do seem awfully popular lately. In fact, it looks like you've got another vicious young woman looking to get her hands on you. Oh, how dreadful. Oh shit, Kilika!
Oh, I think I'm a little past young at this point.
Oh boy.
And such perfect timing, too. Thank you for making time to meet with us. I know how busy you are.
Think nothing of it. I have some other business to take care of outside of the office as it is.
This is a wild trio to have. Van, Ren, and Kilika. Have Ren and Kilika even talked? I mean, they've been in the same arc twice, but I literally don't know if they've even talked once.
You're Renee's boss, right? Heard a lot about you. Didn't realize the Flying Swallow was so fond of practical jokes. Was the lurking in the shadows bit really necessary?
My apologies.
Man, she looks pretty in this game. Still as much as she always did.
My name is Kilika Ruran, Chief of the CID's Integrated Analysis Division.
Makes sense.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arkwright, even if this does not quite feel like our first meeting.
No doubt. I'm sure he's told you a lot about me, huh?
That he did. Including everything that went on behind the scenes 2 years ago.
2 years ago? Oh, is that related to the Walta thing?
Haven't got a clue what you're talking about.
Looks like bringing you two together was worth it after all. It's nice to see you again, Miss Ruin. It's been, what, 4 years now? The same to you. Our positions may be different, but we need not be at odds with one another, Miss Bright. I'm glad we have a chance to catch up. Of course, I'm pleased to make your acquaintance as well, Mr. Arkwright.
It's getting to be more like a real tea party every minute. Maybe I should have invited Sylphid along after all.
Sorry for the wait, Kilika. What did I just walk in on?
Oh shit, and now here he comes. Oh great. We're just getting the whole party together, yeah. Just grab every character that we had in Liberlis and then just a van. I should think that's obvious then. And I had hoped you would be more punctual, considering this is our first meal together in some time.
Sorry, an urgent job came in. I finished it off as quickly as I could. I wasn't expecting to find the two of you here, though.
It's good to see you again, too. I know we've spoken a few times over the phone, but I think it's been about 1.5 years since we last met up in person.
That was at the wedding, wasn't it? Man, you've really grown up. Hard to believe you're that same little girl that knocked us out in Grancel all those years ago.
Man, it's nice to reminisce. 1.5 years since the wedding, huh? Damn, it's already been that long, huh? Time moves fast. Oh right, I nearly forgot about that.
Nearly forgot? Yeesh, you are something else, kid.
Well, everything happens for a reason, they say. We wouldn't be here talking now if it wasn't for that.
Oh, now I see what's going on here. I thought it was odd when you told me you wanted to visit. Should have known you already had company.
No, don't give me that jealous look, Zen. It's less cute on a man your age. I promise I'll buy you a drink to make up for it.
You two might not be in the same line of work anymore, but it looks to me like not much has changed since your days back at the dojo. You sure you really need help from a guy like me?
Oh, definitely. We've barely been managing to make ends meet since Fee got here. We're gonna need help for a while, I think.
You're extremely well connected, too. I'm told you even have ties to another Taito student. As a matter of fact, we were just talking about that before you got here. It's like he fits right in no matter whose side he's on. How should I put it? He's like a singularity.
Yeah, if you want to know something, Orcride's your guy.
Hey, lay off with the singularity business. I don't appreciate being talked like a research specimen, okay? And just so we're clear, you guys might not be as bad as the direwolf or Sao, but you're still a major pain in the ass.
Can't say I don't get where you're coming from. So, what's the plan? I've got a reservation not too long from now at a restaurant near here. You coming, Kilika?
Of course. I think I've played my part here. I'll see you both again sometime. Take care in Tharbad. Man, seeing though, that was an insane cast we had there for a minute there.
Sheesh. Is there anyone around here that doesn't know my itinerary? That aside, I guess you're not totally on board with the guild yet, after all, huh?
We do work together sometimes, but I'm not a bracer like my siblings after all.
This is the first time we've had the main theme play, I think. Maybe the second.
I just do what I can to help and try to offer them my knowledge if I know it'll help the people I care about. I care for. Both in Liberl and in Crossbell. I've been adding a lot of people here in Calvard to that list too lately.
That's good to hear.
Well, I should be getting home. Estelle and Joshua will be wondering where I've gotten to. I'll be counting on you to take care of Agnes while she's with you.
I'll do what I can. Though, aren't the Brights back in Liberl? You going all the way back there, just like that?
Oh, yes, of course. Home is far away. Being around so many familiar faces made me think I was back there, I suppose.
Wow, she actually... Damn.
I'm so ashamed. A girl on the cusp of adulthood should be a little bit more focused.
Think you're giving adults a little too much credit there, kiddo. Flashbacks to the scene with Elaine and Fee.
He gave head pats to Ren. Man. Damn, you really are an old man, Van.
When I found you 5 years ago, you were still lost and trying to find your place in the world.
This dude really does know everyone. He's treating Ren like family or something.
I'd only just finished my training and was still getting a feel for what it was to be a Spriggan.
I had a feeling it was back during that time, but oh my god. That's so sweet. Also, man, Van looks really... I had to do a double take at Van. I thought he was Crow for a second.
I'll admit I kept you safe for a while and gave you a few pointers, but I never really could do much for you. Meanwhile, you managed to build yourself a new life, new friendships, hell, a whole new family, all on your own. You're no lost kitten anymore. You're as fine a lady as any.
Aw.
So, is this how you treat all the young ladies you keep company with?
Guess not.
You say you never did much for me, but you give yourself far too little
The
credit.
frickin' wink.
It's not just me you've helped either. Take your old friend, that bracer girl, for example.
Oh, do go on.
Or what about your assistants, including my dear doormate? You help more people than you think. People who wouldn't have found themselves without you to take them by the hand and show them the way.
There's a lot of good shots in this sequence.
If you ask me, you need to be a little more aware of the impact your words and deeds have had on people.
Honestly, yeah.
If you can manage that, then I might even be willing to overlook a little head pat every now and again.
Damn. All right.
And with that, I think I'll be off now. Good night, Mr. Spriggan.
Sorry, there's a lot of good stuff that I could use for potential thumbnails this episode. I've got to just keep it on standby here.
Good night.
Good night. Ren's awesome.
Man, she's grown more than I could have ever imagined. And I know she's nowhere near done.
I like how we have a second chronic serial head patter on the loose. Reen wasn't enough. We had to make a second protagonist.
I'll have to keep an eye on her the same way I do my part-timers, now that fate's brought us back together like this.
Aw. I hope we get to get a bit of a... I don't know if we will get a bigger glimpse into what happened with them in the past. I hope we do, but it seems like they have a decent connection, and it's one that I kind of hope we get, like, more info on. That was a very nice scene, though. Having Ren, Kilika, and Zin there, like, it's just really sweet. Always to the next day? Yep. 10:04, or... Yeah, 10:04 it works, I guess. 5-day weekend. Van contacted Nina to confirm that they... Sorry, I'm like burping without even trying to. Their goal was to be in Tharbad in time for morning the next day, which would require setting off the night before. They'll have to rush to get ready for 4 days and 3 nights away from the office. Oh wow, we actually get to see the frickin'... They actually modeled the Aramis. Sorry, I was gonna say they modeled the Aramis student council room, I guess. Which I guess means that we're probably gonna end up going there at some point, which I'm really excited for. Like, I assume that's just gonna be a place in Edith, you know, so... What is... Who is Aaron talking to? Uh... 6:30 p.m. What, we having our dinner before we head out?
I'm jealous. I want to go to the film festy too. You get to meet famous people, right?
We're not going for fun, you know. This is real work hours here.
It is quite exciting, though. You never know. We really might meet lots of famous people. You're right. We'll be meeting Nina for sure. And she had a really unique aura, I guess.
Tharbad's a good 8 hours by car, isn't it?
That's quite a drive.
Make sure you have plenty to eat while you can.
Thank you, Paulette.
And time for a drink to liven up? You absolute dumbass. Don't tell me you forgot why you renewed your license already. You people couldn't stay serious if your lives depended on it, could you?
No, and I think that's for the best.
I don't know what job you've taken on that's taken you to Tharbad, but please do take care.
Yeah, we are very much not the smartest individuals.
All right, can't say I ain't nervous, but you try taking the wheel till we're out of Edith. Let's see you put those drive-in shops you showed right in the red stars around Lawnport into practice.
Oh my, what the fuck is that first word? I'm not even gonna try that.
I got this. Ingrid, Red Star, it's all the same when you're behind the wheel. I can drive this baby way more smoothly than a shaky-handed codger like you. I hope he's like total acid driving it compared to Van. This is gonna be your first and only warning, kid. You end up scratching her or veering us into a ticket, and you're gonna be in the trunk the rest of the way.
We don't have a trunk. There's a bed. It's a truck.
Sweets really aren't the only thing you're picky about, huh?
Like cars and saunas, the essentials of life. Still, it sounds like as long as you drive safely, everything will be fine?
Why does someone have to call now? Wait a sec. I'd rather not take this in front of them, but guess I ain't got a choice.
Is it a lane or something? Or...
Hello,
Oh, shit!
Arkride. I hope I didn't catch you at a bad time. Oh.
Wait, I was actually right? I knew that... Oh my god! Wait, Alright, last chapter, I called that it would be her. This is the first time I'm actually seeing her. She's extremely pretty, by the way. Holy crap. That hairstyle is, like, perfect. Huh? Oh my god. Yeah, maybe... Well, he was saying he wanted a secretary, though. That means that she isn't one, right?
Damn, didn't think it'd be from a chick.
A weirdly dressed one, too.
I see that I did. I'm very sorry. I didn't know you were with your employees.
Nah, it's cool.
I really like her voice, too. I think she shares a VA with, from I guess in Persona 3 Reload?
But sorry, if you had someone else who wanted to run through with me, this ain't a good time. We're gonna be out of town for a while. Can I wait till I get back?
Oh, I see.
Should have given you a call myself, to be honest, but this was a real last-minute thing.
Not at all. What I wanted to discuss is hardly urgent. I simply noticed a number of irregularities in the last set of data you sent me.
Last set of data.
Huh. Yeah, I'm really wondering what her deal was. I'm glad that her voice is what it is, because honestly, this is like the type of voice that's gonna be easy. You know, I feel like my voices for women are way more limited than my voices for guys. Like, I don't have as much range in that, and I haven't really had like a good monotone character yet, and this feels like this will be a good role for that type of thing.
And as your service provider, I cannot help but be concerned.
Service provider?
I am deeply worried on a personal level too, considering I am charged with your care.
I mean, I'm grateful, but I feel like those words are gonna set off Anyas or something. Anyway, only be away for a few days. I'll call you once things settle down afterwards. See ya.
Oh, please wait.
Damn, cutting her off? Man, you're kind of a jerk sometimes. But oh well.
Phew.
Yep, saw that coming.
Why are y'all looking at me like that? She doesn't work at some sleazy shop or whatever, okay? You sure about that? Sounded like she was talking to her favorite customer from where I'm standing. And what the hell gave you that impression?
I don't know what this sleazy shop stuff is about, but she was super pretty. Her outfit was really cute too. Honestly, Fairy, you are on a same wavelength as me. Honestly, it's unfair how pretty all of like the Calvard women are. Like this engine change and the art style change has really done numbers on like the prettiness, the overall prettiness of the characters. I mean, even with like the likes of like Eren and Anyas and Van and whatnot, Fairy's cute too, but like Eren in particular, like that dude is extremely pretty. And then for like all the girls, Elaine, Kilika, the character we just saw, I mean, it said her name in the bottom right, so I don't really have to hide it. Rosette, I believe. I assume it's pronounced the same way as like the Persona 4 character. Yeah, and Fee as well. Like, there's been an extreme amount of pretty characters in this game, and it's really like if they were still in like the Cold Steel 3 engine, this still would have been like, I don't know, I feel like they would have been extremely nerfed in how pretty they looked. They still would look pretty, but also I feel like being drawn by Anami just gave them a very more elaborate outfits, and it's really like buffed them up. Not to discredit like the Cold Steel artists, because I still think they do a great job, but I feel like having the character design being drawn by someone else made it kind of stand out more, because everyone kind of has like, or maybe it's just like the direction or something. It's not even necessarily part of something from the artist, because the outfits and everything stand out so much more in this arc. I guess I couldn't just say this game. It looked like a maid outfit, which, yes, did make me wonder what service she provides while being charged with your care. She did kind of give off maid vibes. I'm not really sure what her deal is. I mean, she's very pretty though, so hey.
God, let's just get going, okay?
Yum. Yum's seeing us off. I'm glad we finally got to see her though. It seems like... What was I gonna say? It seems like we're starting to get introduced to party members before we see them properly. I mean, I'm not trying to be coy at all. Like, both the girl that we just saw and Judith were both on, like, the box art of the game. Judith, I assume, is going to become a party member this chapter. Because, you know, one per chapter, yada yada. And then maybe Rosette will be next chapter then, since we've been introduced to her. And then we just have the last two. I didn't expect Aaron to be such a great driver. His smooth driving skills are off the charts. He's really giving Van a run for his money.
See? Told you I kick ass behind the wheel. Ugh. Only one thing I hate more than a smug little shit is a smug little shit with talent. I'll admit, this isn't a bad ride. I can see why you're always raving about her. She's smooth, customizable, and comfy. I can also make sharp turns without a hitch. I've always been a Red Star kind of guy, but I'm kind of coming around, Angert. I'll make a convert out of you yet. Of the four main brands, they're the best of the bunch. I think I'll take her for a spin from time to time. If I pretend she's mine, every girl in town will want a piece of me. Burn in hell! Anyway, I'll let you stay on the wheel for a while. If you and I keep taking turns, we'll be at Tharpad by sunrise. Then we can meet up with Nina. Curious to find out what we signed up for.
Me too. It must involve the Genesis somehow, but that's about all we know for sure. It's times like these when I wish we could glean more insight from them when they're glowing. Hey, don't go beating yourself up. I've been wondering though, how does the glowing thing even work?
Goddess only knows. Those things might not be indecipherable enigmas like artifacts, but we still know next to nothing about them. You know, there's a pattern for when they light up. Don't they go off when Almada's pulling shit? Could they be in Tharbad? I had my contacts look into that, but they haven't found a trace of them there. Still, they could have been the ones who sent those threat letters out.
Fingers crossed that isn't the case.
I'll bet it isn't. The approach is too soft and roundabout for them. Unless it's part of their setup.
Not to mention they don't have anything to gain by obstructing the festival. Unless it's part of their experiments. At least not the one in Tharbad. Maybe they had reason to stop the one in Messeldom since they're headquartered there.
Nah, last I heard they moved out of Messeldom a long time ago. The people responsible for stopping the last festival were a bunch of racial terrorists. They threatened it and started a fire. Whole thing was cancelled as a precaution.
What? For real?
And here I thought those racist bastards were a dying breed. I'd love to wipe the floor with those shit stains.
He's so real for that. Say, Van, you really do trust Dingo, don't you? Even if this job is bigger than what we normally do, you heard Nino out because of his recommendation.
We go way back is all. I've known him since I first started out as a fixer. It's a give and take kind of relationship. He gives me jobs and I feed him info I pick up. Speaking of info, he knows Jack too, right? You guys are in cahoots with a lot of colorful characters, huh? There's Vermati too. Dingo's definitely the most upstanding one of them, that's for sure. Doesn't get too friendly with you, but if you give him a job, he'll always get it done. Pretty easy guy to trust if you ask me.
He seems really well connected too. He even knows Nina. Wasn't it him who arranged for our 4 SPGs in Tharbad too?
He's half Central Eastern, so maybe that's why he's got so many acquaintances out there. He's got that rep as the journalist who turned down a Fulitzer.
Really? But the Fulitzer Prize is the highest honor a reporter can receive.
How the hell did a small-time dude at a gossip mag get in the running for that? Who knows? I'm sure there's a reason. He's gonna be in Tharbad starting out the second day we're there to cover the festival. So we ought to be able to count on him to round up some leads for us. Doot doot. Doot doot. Dirk Memorial Park. Out to a split.
Oh, we get CGs? Oh, that's real nice. Them taking a stop. That's real sweet that they went to that amount of effort.
Sorry. Not so early.
It's okay to go to sleep if you want to get some shut-eye, you know. The seats all recline, so you should be able to get comfy. Just make sure your seatbelt's nice and tight first.
None of us would mind if you got some rest too, by the way. We've passed a number of pit stops already.
Don't worry about me. I'm used to long drives like these. If I really need it that bad, I'll just let this little punk take over. Works for me. I'm still young, so I can actually do all-nighters.
I've been meaning to ask. Do people really not drink camel's milk in the Republic? Was it the story about the Milfita that made you want to ask? But that's right, you don't see camels much outside of the Central East.
Did you used to drink it back home or something?
No, our village is at the base of a mountain, so we don't keep any camels back home either. I've just had some during a few of our trips. It tasted so good though. It's much thicker than cow and sheep's milk.
Huh. I wonder if it's like kumis. That's the good stuff.
You make me want to try it now.
Camel's milk is supposed to be really valuable since they don't produce much of it. Never tried any myself, but it's supposed to be a good alternative for people who are allergic to cow's milk. It's much higher in protein, vitamins, and iron, while at the same time much lower in fat content. They also say it's tough to bake with, though, so kinda surprising that someone would try making chocolate with it. You are an encyclopedia for the weirdest shit. You guys hauled your asses over to Lawnport because Sal bribed him with sweets too, right? We are so screwed if Almada learns this weak point.
You make a good point. I guess we'll have to learn how to make even nicer confections to keep him loyal to us?
I can't always be bought, you know.
No, I think you can. I don't think there's really any exceptions.
Changing topics, Nina seems like a lovely person on top of her already being a talented actress, doesn't she?
I love how we're getting so many different conversations in the car. Like, it's such a nice little bit. I wonder if we're gonna run into Maxim again. Like, if we're gonna get into another freaking road race with the dude. Make it like a rivalry thing.
She's only 2 years older than me, but she's so composed and level-headed.
Yeah, she stood her ground even when those monsters all showed up.
She's not a warrior, but she did have this noble kind of aura to her.
Yeah, quite a woman. Not much like your average Easterner either. I don't think she's from Lawnport, is she? Nah, but it's not like every Easterner in this part of the world comes from Lawnport. We've got Lawnlie and Eastern Calvert in a place like the Eastern Quarter over in Crossbill out west. To name two big hubs. Lawnlie, huh?
I'm still really waiting. The second that we hear the second that I know that we're going there, I'm gonna freak the fuck out. I'm just letting you know far in advance. Like, the second that we mention going to Lawnlie, or if I see a certain character before that. Either way, I'm gonna freak it.
She's deliberately gone out of her way to present herself as more white, too. Holy shit.
That is... I was not expecting to just see something like that said out loud and so casually.
Not judging to make clear. That's her call to make.
I'm confused. I feel like I'm missing something.
We're getting into the racial tension here, aren't we?
It's a bit of a Calvert problem, a delicate one. After the revolution 100 years ago, discrimination on the basis of identity, race, and culture were abolished. Our constitution makes it possible for us all to live in harmony with one another. And to a certain extent, we do, at least on the surface. Oh, do you mean all the racial terrorism that's been happening?
Prejudice runs real deep in Calvard. There isn't much over in Lawnport, but up north, oh boy. You got white supremacists stuck in Calvard's Pass who raise some hell with Easterners, and Central Easterners sometimes too.
Holy shit, we're just going all in on this. I can see why this is the first Trails game to have like an F word and stuff like that, because man, we're getting into some heavy territory with this type of stuff. Like, good on them for tackling it and not shying away, but at the same time, god damn.
Ends came to a head when Crossbell tried declaring its independence and during the economic crises that followed, but it's calmed down some since.
Though that's only because Calvard's been basking on the prosperity of the Empire's reparations. It isn't as if racism itself has disappeared.
I think this is like the first game we've ever just straight up mentioned the word racism. Like, it's such an alien concept for Trails. Like, this game's gone in a lot of directions that previous ones would not even dare to tackle. We've had a lot of stuff like Trail, how do I put it? Yeah. I'd say Cold Steel, we went, like, the main focus in Cold Steel was, like, on classism, I would say. Like, that's the closest thing you have, because it focuses a lot on, like, those of noble birth and those of commoner birth. And, like, you know, expectations set depending on your birth, or expectations that aren't set depending on your birth. Things like that. And I don't really know if we went into, like, what topics I would say there is for Liberal and Crossbell. If I had to settle for Liberal, it would probably be, like, in FC and stuff. FC and SC, there's a lot of focus on the military, I guess, if anything. But no, it's just interesting going into this type of territory. Like, this is I feel like a lot of games would shy away from this type of topic. Not just like Trails, I'm just saying, like, not even, like, JRPGs, there's a lot of times they'll have, like, oh, we have, like, beast people or something that are being discriminated against and whatnot. And there's a lot of games out there that go for topics of racism, but don't approach it too directly. They come up with, like, a fantasy race as like a, what do you call it? Like an equivalent, almost? But we don't go into, like, the straight up, like, yeah, color of your skin type stuff in a lot of games. We just come up with, like, fantasy races to replace, like, minorities and things like that, you know? It's too bad that's not the case.
Of course, AOA's never taken it lying down. They hit back hard. So there's that too. It's not all one-sided. Huh, that's a pretty mature take for you. Ah, shut up. I just hate stereotypes, that's all.
I agree with you there. We're all individuals. It's just a shame that a lot of people in this world can't see others that way.
Central Easterners have a lot of Mira, so that adds to the friction too. They've contributed a good amount to Calvard's development in technology and academics. Their investments are a large reason why Vernon and the Basel Institute of Science has become as big as they are.
I still don't know where Vern is stationed. And it's not just the financial investments. It's well known that one of my great-grandfather's 3 disciples has a Central Eastern background. Professor Hamilton, if you know her name. Oh yeah, I've heard of her before. Still, it's sad to think that the... Wait, hold up. Hamilton. It's not just financial. Well known that one of my great-grandfather's 3 disciples is a Central Eastern background. Okay, yeah, Professor Hamilton. That's the one that we're probably gonna end up meeting in this arc. Well, I think it's less of probably and more so it's gonna happen, it's just a matter of when. You know, any contribution made just because of the people who made it. I guess I've still got a lot to learn about this country, huh? Very. I hate you! Stupid phone. Anytime that I say her name in, like, certain ways, my phone picks it up thinking I'm saying the you-know-what name.
The younger crowd doesn't really dwell as much on where people come from, though. I say keep it that way as you grow. Us oldies will be watching over you with pride as we sip our tea.
Van, you're not much older than us, you know.
Don't throw out your back just yet, Gramps. It's the job of your generation to pave the road ahead so we can have a smoother ride. You pave your own damn road, and call me an old fart is bad enough.
Nyom. Ah. Everyone's sleeping. Besides the old man.
Man, they're a tough bunch. They're a tough bunch, but they all look their age when they're asleep. Hard to believe we used to be like this too.
No, we're showing so much. I want to say we'll see more.
These are some troubled times, and I know you've all got a lot more to worry about than you'd ever let on.
I want to know their backstory so bad. It's interesting. I thought that it seemed like Van left when he was younger when we saw the little bit of the CG in Chapter 2, but it seems like they were older in those shots. So maybe it was just the framing of the one in... I don't know. I really want to know the backstory of that trio so bad. We'll get to it eventually, but man.
But I hope you'll never lose sight of how to live your life your own way. So you don't go off the rails like I did.
Oh shit. That's a really cool shot. Dude, Damien Haas does such a good job as Van. That line delivery was so good. Oh, we're already here, aren't we? Are we seeing it change to desert, or are we already in the desert? Oh, it's the next day. I love this game so much. Oh shit, never mind, we already changed territories. Hey, finally awake, huh? You were found crossing the border, same as us.
Morning, Van. Last night, did you,
Was about to ask him about that.
Oh, we're in the Shirin Desert? I read about it in one of my textbooks.
You know, I kinda dig it. We just entered the desert proper. We'll get to Tharbad in about an hour. I really like this music so far. Dude, I like... Ooh, that's a good music drop. I really hope that Van just makes some complaints about like, man, there's gonna be dust all in my car that I'm gonna have to get out. In the meantime, I'm bushed. You take over, number 3. Number 3?
Wait, what? Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh my god,
I forgot that Aaron, the driver's on the right side. I thought Fairy was driving because she was in the front seat now.
Sweet Adios, how the hell can he just pass out right there like it's nothing? It's like he's still in puberty or something.
Hey, rest is important. Conking out on demand is a good skill though, but just keep it the hell out of. Skill it. He really did drive a lot. No wonder he's so tired. There sure is a lot of cars on the road. They must be traveling to the film festival.
Now that the old man's sawing logs, nothing stopping me from putting the pedal to the metal and seeing how fast this sucker can go.
How about no? Let's just get to Tharbad in one piece, please. Let's see. According to this map, yep, like Van said, we're about an hour away.
Hey, there it is!
Oh shit. I like to imagine that Anies is just relishing in the fact that she gets to sit next to a sleeping Van. I mean, she isn't gonna win anything, but the girl clearly likes him.
That's the city, huh? Bigger than I imagined.
There's a bit too much of an age gap there, but the girl clearly has a crush on him.
A city overlooking an oasis, perched right between tradition and modernity. That must
Modernity.
be Tharbad, all right.
I don't think I've ever heard that word said aloud before. Modernity makes sense, but I don't know, it probably had like a mental image of like modernity or something. 8 a.m. Wow. Pretty blue skies, all things considered. The City of Pleasure.
Wow, a waterfall in the middle of town? Pretty wild, right? Apparently the water's pumped in straight from the oasis.
Isn't that, like, probably bad? Looks like a lot of tourists running around here. Anyway, where am I parking this bad boy? Take a right and pull into the big parking lot. I got us a spot booked there. Will do.
Yum. I do like that we have multiple drivers. It just makes natural sense, but it's a real nice touch.
Dude, this area theme though? Sure at last.
Van, are you going to be alright? You only slept for an hour.
I'll manage. Used to it at this point. You can sure tell we're in the desert though. Barely morning, it's already hotter than Gehenna.
You know, one thing I've noticed is that most of the places we've been to have had some type of like big water source. I think Cray is the only one that didn't, but even then it had like a river. We haven't really had like any waterless areas. So maybe, because, you know, I mentioned it before how I thought that we were going to, I was trying to think of what we were going to get for Septarian in this arc. Maybe the Septarian of water wouldn't be a bad one. Because I'm pretty sure it's not going to be wind still. But it's between time or water, and we have seen a lot of water. Lawn ports by the ocean. We had what else was there? Oh yeah, we went to the frickin' Memorial Park that had that massive ass lake in it. Like, there's definitely enough water in places, and also would kind of match us because our main character wears a bunch of blue and stuff like that. So it kind of makes sense from that front.
It's only going to get hotter throughout the day, too. And the nighttime hits and the temperature crashes like a bus.
We're meeting our client at noon, yeah? Let's say we cool off at the casino. Yeah, in your dreams, kid. We need to check in at the inn first. Once we drop off our luggage, it'll be time for us to limber up.
The place we're staying at is in the cultural district, right?
Yeah, if memory serves, it should be.
You want to go that way, then?
What are we waiting for? Let's get to it. And thus, we have reached our new location.
More new people to see, and more pretty models to discover. What's this place look like? Wow, we do not have... Huh. That is a shocking lack of NPCs to talk to, but there is one person over here. Dude, this area music is kind of bumping.
Welcome to Tharbad. I'll be sure to look after your truck while it's parked here. We have a train station, but ever since cars got popular in the Central East, a good number of visitors chose to come by those. As a result, there are more parking lots around here than there were a couple of years ago. But more cars means more work. Oh well, we coordinate with the local police, so you all can rest assured that your truck is in safe hands here.
Thank you. Check out the inn. Man, I couldn't even go and check out our car. Alright. I don't think we're going to get a much better spot to end it off here. We got an insane amount of stuff done today. The plot was insanely good. I've enjoyed myself thoroughly to the max. I couldn't enjoy myself more if I tried. And that's why it's a shame to cut it off here. But hey, gotta stop it eventually. Next time on Trails Through Daybreak, we'll get to exploring Tharbad. God, I love this music. I need to look this up or something. But I'm calling it here. Thank you very much for watching. Adios, ciao, and bye-bye. Signing off until next time. Ja, matane.